guys, so I'm going to be continuing with the A to Z hair series, and today I'm doing letter B for BlackOnyx77. I'm doing this hairstyle, recreated it. It's the curly FroHawk. She had it on her Instagram page some time ago, but when I saw it, I knew I had to recreate it. So what I'm going to do is get started by just giving myself a nice gentle scalp massage. And I do this to just kind of wake up my scalp and also to wake up my hair and just let them both know that I'm getting ready to do a hairstyle. And I also take a few seconds just to stretch out my hair as well, and this serves the same purpose, just waking my hair up before I do the hairstyle. I am going to be using these pink perm rods. I'm also going to be using some other rollers. You'll see those as the video goes on. And I'll also be using basic bobby pins. And to get started, the first product I'm going to use is a mousse. Now, if you do not like mousse on your hair, you can also use like a thick cream. You can use a gel. But for this video, I am going to be using a mousse. And I'm just going to apply it to the sides of my hair. Make sure the area is smooth before you put the bobby pins in your hair. You also want to make sure that the bobby pins are not too tight and that they are not snagging on your hair. Now, I am doing my FroHawk first, but if you prefer to just roll your whole entire head of hair, and then once you take the rollers down and you want to put your hair up in a FroHawk, you can do it that way too. But I'm doing this step because I'm eliminating some of the time it's going to take to roll my hair. I'm basically just shaving off 30 to 45 minutes of rolling the sides of my hairs. So now that I finished that one side, I'm just going to kind of check it to see if I want it to go in a little bit more or if I like it the way it is. And so far it looks okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side, just applying the mousse, putting in the bobby pins. And if you're using a mousse and it's your first time using it, don't worry, that white residue that you see up there, it will not last. It will dry clear, so it will dry and you won't notice that white product on your hair. And if you also wanted to use a brush to help those sides get a little bit smoother, that's also fine. I chose not to do it because I didn't feel like I needed one. And also too, I like to use the least amount of tools and products on my hair as possible. So now that I have put both of the sides up, I am going to go ahead and start rolling my hair. So I'm just going to take small sections, and for me, the smaller the section, the better. So I'm going to take one section, apply a little bit of the mousse, and as you can see, I'm just smoothing the product all the way down to the end to get off that excess product. And then I'm going to take one of the perm rods and just roll my hair around it. And I make sure my hair is pretty tight around the roller just to make sure that it ends up with that great curl definition once it's dry. So I go ahead and just snap it in place, and that's pretty much it. And as you can see, this is why I like to do smaller sections, because my hair just takes up a lot of space on a roller. So the smaller the section, the better the results for any kind of roller set that I do. Before you apply your roller to your hair, make sure that your hair is completely detangled, and you want to use your fingers before you use a comb or detangling brush. And you just want to start at the bottom and then work your way up towards your scalp. But use your fingers because they're a little bit more gentler than a comb or a brush, and it's easier to get out the tangles. As you can see, I end up having to use a variety of different rollers, and I was completely exhausted at this point. It just takes so long to do my hair sometimes, but I use a lot of different rollers. I have 3 different ones up there: perm rods, flexi rods, and then the snap rollers. And I ran out of rollers, so that's the reason why I have the different ones in there, but they all give great results. So it is the next day, and I just sleep on a satin bonnet, or I might sleep on a satin pillowcase. It really just kind of depends on what I feel like at that moment. But it's the next morning, and I'm just going to take down the rollers, and I just gently take them apart and then pull the roller out. Before you take your rollers out, make sure your hair is completely dry. I mean 100% dry. You do not want to have damp hair or wet hair, because your hair will end up being fuzzy. It will end up not having that curl definition you want. It will just be a mess pretty much. So make sure your hair is completely dry. If you have to sit under a hooded dryer or just take a blow dryer or a diffuser to your hair, you can do that, but just make sure it's not too hot and that you do not leave it on your hair too long. So this is what my hair looks like once all of the rollers are out, and you guys probably saw that little hidden roller in there. I do not know how this always happens. I promise you I don't do this on purpose. I check my hair, but for some reason there's always a roller or a bobby pin or something stuck in there. But anyways, make sure all the rollers are out, and depending on what size rollers you used, your curls may look similar to this, or a little bit tighter, a little bigger, a little looser. It just depends on what rollers you use and how tight you put your hair on it. I ended up deciding to reposition the bobby pins because I wanted it to be up a little bit higher to create a true mohawk or FroHawk. So I just moved all the bobby pins up a little bit more, and I'm going to take my oil blend and I'm going to just rub or pour a little bit of it on my fingertips and just massage it into my hair, and this just kind of helps to better separate the curls and not create that fuzziness too much. But you guys know I don't mind a little bit of it because it looks more natural to me, and I actually like the look of it. But I do like to apply the oil to my fingertips as I am separating out the curls. Of course, you can separate as much as you would like. The more you separate, the fuller it looks, and sometimes you lose a little bit of curl definition if you separate it too much, but if you really want that fullness, the more separation the better. And as you can see, I am putting the bobby pins up a little bit more as well, and I actually love the way it turned out. So this is how it is after I finished separating the curls out. And I'm just taking a little tool and I'm using this to lift the roots and create a fuller look, and it just kind of helps to bring the curls together a little bit more as well. And so after doing some more playing around with my hair, this is what the finished results look like, and I actually really loved this turnout. Like, it just looks so good to me. I kind of didn't know what to expect because it was just one of those things where it could have been a hit or miss. It could have turned out okay, you know, but I actually love the results. I love the different curls, the different sizes and everything. It just looks so good to me. So this is what it looks like, and I really enjoyed this look because you can wear it in a casual setting, you can wear it going out on a date or something like that, and of course you can always add accessories to it or some kind of hair jewels or something like that. But as you can see, I got a little bit jazzed up and I just had so much fun with this hairstyle, and my husband absolutely loved it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today, and if you have any questions, just let me know and follow me on Instagram at The4cProject. Thanks guys.